Hello, people, and welcome to watch the Q3 qualifier of the CCL 2026 pre-season edition between the players ernie012 and Lord Trooper. So Lionel Muñoz of Argentina, and then Ernie of Hong Kong. I actually do not know his surname, as they have not been as willing to reveal it. But we'll go with Ernie then. Um, so I believe this is is this the second round of Q3, or even the third one already? This is wait. Sorry, I think I'm mixing up the queues. No, this is Q3. Wait, what the? Hold up a second. QX. Where are we? Smile, Guitarra, Preachy. There we go. Um, Lower round. Uh, Where's my tools? Um, Not that. That is not the correct tool. Um, that's the correct tool. Okay. So lower round one. So both of these players now have currently one loss under their belt. And so the second one would mean that the loser is going to be out of the tournament, which is certainly not what either of these players want. Now we have seen like already some um, pretty non non I'm gonna say non-regular destinies with Vladimir Shendev already getting sent out of the qualifiers with two losses, one against Trinidad of Thailand and one against um, Kithara of Japan. So Kitoshi. No, sorry, not Kitoshi, but Satoshi Kitamura, if I recall correctly, which I should because I met him just this year. Then we have the reigning silver medalist of the in-person World Championships, also out of the qualifiers with two losses. So that is the goodbyes for Horacio Mastandrea. And then Vapula 27, whose real name I unfortunately cannot recall right as of this second, has also been eliminated from the competition. And now it's the final match of lower round one to see who's gonna be advancing to the second stage of the lower round. Welcome, Napalm. Glad to see you here. Now, everyone in the lower rounds or in the losers bracket is going to be having a really long way to actually get to the main stage. They still have to win 4 or 5 matches. Um, Wait, actually no, 5 matches. Yeah, five have to still win 5 matches actually to still qualify to the main stage. So 1, 2, 3. Oh god, this doesn't really work, does it? um, and then 4 and the consolidated finals also. So a tough leg to stand on. Whereas for the for the upper brackets, it's going to be still 3 matches to go. for the main stage spot, but it will certainly be a quite a blast for these players as well. Welcome Wong and Crafty. Seemingly we do have some Hong Kong fans over here. Hopefully so Lionel will also get some support. So this is a best of 3, as a reminder, as all of the qualifier games are. There are no best of 1s, no best of 5s. Every single match in the qualifiers is best of 3. Starting player is Ernie, and we are playing with the BGA tournament format, meaning 15 minutes per player and no starting player control at all. No, no switching starting players in turn. We also have. Wait, what is? Don't like this really. For Ernie, giving out a 4-point road that goes next to the Monastery of Lord Trooper. But he'll be able to claim it now, which he should, and he will. And Lionel will certainly attack it right away. I don't really see another option here. Like, yeah, it does take away the monastery stacking, but like, you know, whatever. We still have a monastery spot over here that we can use. Plus the road is just, you know, basically the only road on the board. So it's very much worth to attack. Ernie starts a new city trying to block the connection square to the road, which is unsuccessful. And now has actually made his initial city a little vulnerable to attacks. Going with like a triple city over here would kind of be painful, and I do not like this move at all. I would certainly have preferred going over here and and uh, trying to finish this 6-point city with another city cap, and also just take this guy away from the potential of getting blocked with now 2 daggers, well, two back-to-back daggers for Lord Trooper, which are going to make the successful completion of this city a bit harder. But the good thing for Ernie is that also the uh, the blocking tiles for Lord Trooper have also decreased in amounts. Now being able to only block with a city plus road tiles, so with horses and with road Doritos, which probably is a good thing for Ernie rather than an annoyance even. Also, because it has the roads sticking upwards, it's actually going to be like kind of helping with this with this pattern right here for Ernie, because in all likelihood, if anything goes into this square, it is going to be a straight road, which will then create this road city pattern, which is going to be really easy to save in most cases. But now it's really about just the okay. Yeah, really just about a matter of getting a saving tile first, which is um, a much better likelihood for Ernie to do as it is for Lord Trooper to get a blocking tile, because Lord can only use, as said, the road Doritos and horses to immediately block the square, which does unfortunately for Ernie happen, as opposed to Ernie having Road Doritos, straight roads, and city caps with the road, all being able to save the square, but it is not meant to be happened, as the square does get indeed blocked. Um, may I say, as a result of being overly safe with this perfectly safe city early on, and not taking care of a potential block of this red city of his own. But he does have a 6-point field, which is going to grow in all likelihood to at least a 9 points, and it still has even more room to grow. Maybe over here with a couple of monasteries. Maybe this red city is going to finish at some point, though it does look ugly as of right now. And then we also, of course, have a chance to maybe like create a loop over here and create even more green squares, something like this. And another good thing for Ernie is that this meeple right here, this 3-point road, has been restricted into a crossroad, and there is, in some situations, a universe where this meeple is actually getting blocked, even though for now it is impossible to achieve with like say for very few particular sequences. So unless maybe like a curve goes here and then we block the square with the final remaining city crossroad or with the quad crossroad, then it is indeed impossible to block. Ernie makes the attack on the pending 12-point city, which was certainly a must do. Can't be giving out these 12 pointers to our opponent and be dropped with a farmer as well. A nice juicy shielded tile to continue Ernie's second city over, well, let's say even, well, technically third city, but you know that these two are sort of ruins. Even more shielded tiles for Ernie, and now the attack from Lionel does come, and it is well, I'm gonna say unlikely for the city to become finished without the connection of the blue meeple. Although there are still 2 dividers in the deck, which would be suiting over here. Ernie still needs to find a Dorito or a triple city plus a city cap combo before the divider is used here in order to guarantee the the points for himself, and in order to guarantee that if a divider is used here, that there is no secondary attack from blue from either from the right or from the upward direction. So we have already also achieved the so far partial block of the Monastery of Ernie, which is even so increasingly making the situation of red worse by the second. Having Meeple stuck in here, having Meeple on the 6-point field, which is never going to be which is never going to be coming back, of course. Um, almost having this red Meeple restricted into a nothingness, but Ernie being able to save it, and instead make a counter block, well, counter restriction onto the blue monastery, also getting restricted into the starting tiles, which there are still 2 remaining. So at least theoretically, it is still possible for both of these meeples to come back, although it will be kind of ugly for Ernie to have to use a starting tile here just for a one pointer. He's gonna have to secure these two other squares first, which he's gonna be trying to do. The fact that Lord does get the first of the two starting tiles does not help the chances of success for Ernie. Now only one tile remaining onto this square, and he cannot meeple this new monastery because he does not have efficient routes of getting meeples back. He needs, well, the starting tile here to liberate the meeple on the road and on the monastery. Needs Doritos here, Doritos basically here, Doritos here, and just ruin tiles here. Like the selection of tiles for Ernie with what he can get value is not great. And this is also, I mean, this has to be a mistake. Like, come on. Like, why wouldn't you go here? You specifically laid this monastery spot in order to like try and salvage this monastery still, and there is still one starting tile remaining. Like, why are you not getting this point? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like the restriction of this road or the enlargement of this field do not seem like important quests as of right now. The primary quest for Ernie is to, at the moment, try and salvage as many meeples as he can, which isn't many, but he's gotta try and actually get some meeples back if he wants to have a chance at this game, because he will not be winning this game with only one meeple in his hand. He will not be able to really use it anywhere. Ernie still. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this does. I mean, like, yeah, it creates one extra green square onto the field, but like you already had green squares here and even like here. Like you don't need this for the green square. It was more to restrict a city cap, but restricting of city cap when you have one meeple and your opponent has three is going to fight against you. It will never work for you. That's a very key thing to understand, that when you have one meeple, you want to have as many quick point opportunities on the board as possible. You want to have as many open features as possible which are unmeepled and which are easily obtainable. This restriction does not achieve any of that. It will only work against Ernie. Maybe he wants to save the monastery spot for future use when he gets a meeple back. Honestly, I do not believe that it's gonna be worth to do in the slightest. Like, if anything, I think Ernie should be trying to bank on his meeple on attacking something like this. So like trying to get a larger feature, and and also like he has to actually first draw the starting tile before he can use this monastery spot effectively. Like if he just starts to use this monastery spot immediately after he gets like one extra meeple back, then like he's gambling so much on just one tile, and I don't think it will actually bring him closer to a victory unless he is in a really desperate situation. Could be that Red is keeping the monastery spot for himself should he get the starting tile first. Yeah, same idea as Wong did. And the response of myself will be the same. Like, I just don't think it'll be worth it, because there are also going to be other monastery spots. Like, if you have extra meeples, we have another monastery spot here, which is also 6 points, same as this one, but this is like more unstable, because again, the starting tile needs to be drawn first. Well, Ernie does go for something. He goes for a Dorito to try and finish the city with a divider. Tries to get these points for the larger part of the city and leave Lord Trooper with only 4 points, whilst also potentially growing the size of the field with maybe another monastery here. We meeple that, we get 3 more points for this city. And I feel like this city cap might be a bit extra. Although, what else is Ernie supposed to do with it? Actually, I think this is all wrong. No. No, this does not seem correct. I mean, he needs the meeples. He's also aiming for the splitter. Uh, I mean, let's see how big of a chance does he have to aim for a triple city Dorito combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 3 triple cities remaining. And how many Doritos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 Doritos is not really a great amount to be started to be like achieving these type of things, even though it might just be what Ernie needs to do because he's down by so much. Could extend the field with that divider. I feel like he could use those extra 3 field points. Uh, extend where though? Like he doesn't have like he didn't. I don't think he actually had a spot to extend the field. Maybe here, I guess. Like yeah, okay. Well, maybe here he could have done that. Yeah, for sure. But that's pretty much the only spot. Really banking on the 2v1 on the splitter play. I mean, yeah, but I mean the splitter play, the splitter play doesn't even work for this 2v1 because now if Ernie gets the splitter, like he can only go here. Like he cannot even finish this city and drop another like meeple onto the city because he does not have any meeples in hand. Like he invested this only meeple to the 1 pointer in hopes of getting a Dorito plus a triple city combo, which does not seem to be working out really well for him. And Lord Trooper getting a triple city and putting an end to the dreams of Ernie, but only momentarily, as there still might be a chance lingering in the air, but a miss from Lord Trooper, as there was a much better move, I think, that he could have executed going over here because there were no city yeah, there were no field Doritos remaining. They're all gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also only one triple city with the field remaining, and he now risked Ernie getting the absolute dream of 2 road Doritos, from which he got one, but Lord Trooper is getting the second one and he gets salvaged from his own mistakes. Now there is still a world where this city gets finished because there still are triple cities remaining. I think 2, one with a field, one without, like one with a road, one without, and then just a city cap, and then Ernie might actually have a game here. But it's still 2 tiles away, and he still needs to draw them in the correct sequence as we are also drawing near to the end of the game with only less than 10 tiles remaining. There is at least one divider also, with what Lord Trooper could put an absolute end to everything that Ernie is planning on. With a divider, Lord Trooper could go over here, straight up, meeple the field, get 6 points on this field more, get 6 points on this field, and with the scoreboard lead, just stroll over this entire game very easily, especially now that he is now also in control of the main field of 12 points, no, 15 points. And this is just terrible, terrible news for Ernie, and really not that much that he can do except for just really hope for that triple city cap combo, which does for the life of Ernie not seem to show not seem to show itself. Gets the CCC and finish the city. Is there still a chance of winning? I mean, at this there might have been, but at this point, like there's gotta be like zero chance of winning when, like even with the triple city cap combo, which does not even exist anymore because Lord Trooper has seemingly drawn both of the triple cities and put an end to Ernie's chances. Ernie even finishes this entire structure actually netting -5 points and giving back actually giving back the meeple to blue doesn't matter because blue was not able to use or is not able to use that extra meeple, but it was a -5 points move, which as a penultimate move you don't really see those all that often, especially when it did not bring him any like serious tactical use, except for, well, I mean, he kind of, if you think about it, if you really think about it, even though he made a -5 point move, then he ended up actually netting uh 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. He ended up netting like 1 point, right? I think he had ended up netting 1 point, as a result, because this, okay, so this -6, right? -5, and then a Lord Trooper gets a 10-point feature, so that's -10, and then we take 6, so that's equals to -9 points. Versus if we don't go here, and the Lord Trooper just gets this ruin, it's just straight up -10. So as a result, we actually netted +1 by doing a -5 point move. So it's still accurate, find from Ernie. But it's one of those moments when it's just like there's absolutely nothing to be done, and you just go there just because like you've been waiting for a tile to go there for so long, and you finally get it, and you just want to get it out of the way. Why blue took a 10-point ruin instead of a nice 14-point city at the top? Excellent question, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So 10-point ruin instead of a 14-point city. Well, basically 13. Excellent question to which I cannot answer because that's clearly a miss from Lord Trooper. Not that it really matters, but it's a very nice find there, Crafty. Ernie was hoping for the starting tile for a plus 15 points move at the top. Uh, yeah, that is actually true. It would have been quite a big um, quite a big shift in points had the tiles been reversed, but still nowhere near enough to claim a win for this first game for Ernie. But for funsies, let's quickly map out how much was what the difference had been had the tiles been reversed. So so now 10 plus 4, 10 minus 6, so plus 4 for Lord versus, if we go the other way around, then plus 6 for Lord Troopers, so that's 105 then, and then 9 more for Ernie, so to 81. So still a 24-point difference, but a very much needed minus 5-point move actually on the penultimate turn of Ernie. So that's a nice catch still. Okay, we are well on our way to the second match, to the second game, with early farmer coming from Ernit, catching up on the scoreboard, now equal on points, and seemingly maybe slightly preferable situation for Lord, I would say, with this monastery and the potential to start even stacking multiple of them. And with Ernie's 6-point farmer, of course, is going to be able to be attacked at any point. Wait, oh, sorry, did I? Well, yeah, whoopsie. Yeah, the only time that I actually remembered to update the scores, I I did a bit of a goofy there. Sorry about that. Thank you for the correction, Beta Sega. Now it should be good. So we have a ruin growing up for Ernie and Lord Trooper. Just make sure that the ruin indeed stays as a ruin with quite bad results, I have to say, because it's not really all that likely that that the Lord Trooper will get out of this ruin battle with a divider like often at all, given that it only requires any city plus road tile in here or a Dorito or a triple city to restrict um, this square to anything but a divider, which is exactly what happens as Ernie finds another triple city and now has successfully restricted the square to a triple city and forced Lord Trooper to also become part of such ruin. And Ernie now goes for this second meeple to the ruin, which is certainly starting to seem quite juicy indeed, with 8 points already on just Red's part. Then there are still 3 cows to be fitting into this square, getting further 1.2, 3, 4, 5, and then even more points up here. So this ruin could easily be worth like upwards of 15 to 20 points in the end. We'll have to wait and see exactly how much does it actually grow. But with the second meeple of Lionel also getting invested into the ruin, there is now absolutely no incentive for Ernie to unify with the Dorito. Preferably, I'd say he's gonna just start a new city on his, well, on the future parts of his field, and also maybe create some harassing squares onto the monastery, maybe getting a city plus road tile and taking away the juicy 3 regular monasteries from Lionel, with what he could be very well starting to stack the monasteries to on top of his previous one. Support is coming in from the chat to Ernie. Let's see if it's going to reach him. I mean, Ernie does start a city, but I think he started unfortunately facing the wrong direction because his field here is only at the moment worth 6 points. Like, it's not big enough to justify this meeple. He still needs to grow it, and when he keeps restricting actually this field with road tiles, such as this now, then it's likely going to stay at 6 points. It's not helping Ernie's winning chances, and like this seems like kind of an like almost an inconsequential inaccuracy by Ernie, but this is actually like really big mistake, I would say, from him. Like again, restricting his own field and also making his city immediately more vulnerable to blocking attempts, from which he now has to save himself from and furthermore restrict his own field. He now has absolutely no green squares, and he's desperately trying to make some more because he understands now the severity of the situation, and he understands the geometry of this field, which is terrible at the moment. Manages to go with a curve though to disrupt the road of Lionel, and at least give Ernie a chance to grow this field further with like a straight road or a road monastery. Like he gets a, a field crossroad, which like the most points he could take is 3 from up here, but this wouldn't be like a good move at all, because it's going to then almost immediately take away all future potential of his field, even though it's small already, which is why he understands that it's better to sacrifice 1 point and take 2 points on the left, at the same time restricting the new city of Lord Trooper. Nice find there by Ernie, and it also immediately pays off, as Lionel is not able to use this tube divider to its most glorious way by finishing a city and starting a new one, but he'll be starting a new city from somewhere else, leaving the second city cap empty for Ernie to grab. Now whether he'll be meepling which part of the city, it's okay. Cheers, Board Game Arena, I guess. Let's try to refresh the page. Thank you. Okay, meeples the left side of the city cap. Which I honestly actually, is it a mistake? Maybe not actually. I was thinking like if he meeples this part. And actually, I still think like meepling this part is gonna be better, because then Lord Trooper has the potential to go here with a triple city and a a Dorito, a Dorito, and even overrun this entire field, this entire ruin, excuse me. Maybe in the left hand side, like it has the potential to like take a triple city here, a divider here, and then a Dorito, but I wouldn't really say that it's likely at all. Plus, like the potential of overrunning the city just became worse, because he now has to find a tile over here as a result of Ernie being able to restrict the square. Yeah, so like result-wise, didn't end up so good. Big mistake from Blue, making the field huge with the Road Monastery. Indeed, I do not really like this move, as the field was well restricted as it was, but as it stood. But Lord Trooper wanting the extra value from the road end coming from the Road Monastery finishing the road, starting a new monastery at a 4-point spot with, well, actually there was a 5-pointer available over here, which I think I certainly would have preferred given the horrid state of the field. So I do have to agree with Crafty there. Like it's a quite a big oversight from Lionel, which he is now gonna have to like try and rectify with road tiles when he's trying to build up his monastery and keep the field small, which he just made bigger. Um, and usually when you have to when you first choose to make your position worse and then try to fix it, it's not really a good plan because then you'll just end up using a lot of tiles for for uh, for plans that should not have been like plans that occur in your head in the first place if you want to win games, you know. But okay, I mean the field is still only 6 points, and so far the new field restrictions have been successful. It's still pretty tricky to start new cities from this field, and there is also another field emerging at the bottom, which is going to be working in Lionel's favor due to him being able to have a long-term meeple advantage with a easily recoverable monastery, and so far his both of these meeples in the open cities are very much recoverable. And if Ernie decides to actually meeple this lower field, which might indeed be the case, then he might have slightly he might have slightly difficult time keeping it, because again he'll be trying to do that with a meeple at disadvantage. But he goes for it, and I do like it. I think it is his strongest move very much. Also restricting the city to city bus field tiles, which are the same tiles that Lord Trooper now needs in 3 places, over here, and over here, and it's going to be really uncomfortable for him to do anything actually for this monastery in the first place, because no field Doritos are remaining in the deck anymore. There is one divider which certainly should not be used over here for the monastery, and how many vanillas are there? There's 1, 2, 3. There are 2 vanillas, which probably will never get used over here as long as Lord Trooper has these 2 open cities. And well, he's trying to make up some things, although not sure how big of a fan I am. Like, well, first of all, it's clear that Lionel is not willing to start any extra cities at the moment because he already has two open, and he even needs city tiles elsewhere as well. So he's trying to make this monastery a finishing move a bit juicier with a vanilla, I suppose, by trying to pre-complete the city. But I wouldn't exactly count on that city still getting finished, or the monastery getting finished at any point. I think this might have been just a bit of a discard with very low um, potential of actually emerging to be any real value, because I honestly think that the priority list of which Lord Trooper should follow in getting his meeples back is first this one, then this one, or actually maybe either way around, and then only finally the monastery itself. And he also, like, yeah, he took 2 points with the triple city with the road, but he also took away a monastery spot from himself, and now we are seeing that he, as a result, does not have any good monastery spots to be used, and thus he is discarding the monasteries, which is not really good. Also, I don't know why he is discarding them over here, where they do absolutely nothing. Like, just discard them at least over here to try and get some pressure onto this guy, right? Two cities are on Ernie's field. Uh, Not sure what you mean by that, Agatha. I mean, I am aware that Ernie has meepled this lower field and the field in the center. Ernie with one meeple left in his hand, trying to decide whether he should be attacking the city or maybe continuing his road, or maybe blocking, or maybe trying to block the city. But it's really actually not that easily blocked, is it? There is still one city crossroad. There are still multiple starting tiles, I believe. But there are no daggers though, so daggers might actually be the ones that end up getting used as the final blocking options. Ernie decides to invest his final meeple onto the attack to the city with still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, there's only one Dorito! And look at Ernie's meeples where they are. He cannot recover like like he cannot really recover this monastery. He can't recover this this field. He cannot recover this field. Only one tile to recover this meeple with one move, and same goes here. Only one tile to recover this road. I don't actually think that this was the best decision for Ernie to use his final meeple to. Like, he could have actually, like, should he actually just go here with road pointing down? Actually, no, I don't think that would be a good decision. Like, maybe over here without a meeple, given only one tile to finish it. Actually two tiles, because there was also a divider. Well, he is nonetheless successful in his attempt of unifying the cities and actually also finishing the city. But is he enough ahead on the scoreboard? I mean, I'm not on the board itself. It's completely equal, but on the features then. This is 5, this is 7, so plus 2 from the road. Combined with this field and this monastery, they cancel each other out. It's 8 points versus 10, so minus 2 from here, plus 4 from here, and plus 9 from here. So plus 13, plus 11, and now a 6, no, not even a 6, a 5-point move for Ernie with taking points from the city cap. He should never meeple this field. Never meeple this field. There is a 6-point field here, a potential 9-point field here. You should never meeple this field. Just take the points from the city cap and see what tiles you get. You might still be scoring. There could still be other city caps or if there are not, then you can just take a 6-point field here or here on your future tiles. Do not meeple this city. Oh, it's BGA issues. Okay, it's not just thinking time. Ernie has only 1 minute left on his clock, by the way, so... okay, well, 2 minutes. BGA issues it was, indeed, and the points were taken from the road, from the city, by Ernie, so he did not even think of meeple in the field per se, as he should not. Trooper now chance to connect to the 9-point field, or to grab 4 points, or to go for here for 6 points, maybe 9 points. Actually, I think taking these 3 points actually here for the city are the weakest move that he could do, given that he has 2 meeples and only 2 tiles remaining. Like, he has to use his meeple somewhere. But so, as a result of this, Ernie is plus 16, which seems to be a very comfortable lead, actually, with all their features on the board. And I don't really see a possibility for Lord Trooper to win this game now. Huh? Same time. What? Oh! Oh, no. Lord Trooper has not refreshed his page. He has not refreshed his page. He's stuck. He's thinking Ernie has went out of time. Oh my. Lord Trooper could actually lose this game because his time is going. He has not refreshed the page. He's losing like 3 minutes off his clock. Yeah, now he finally realizes. Oh boy. And he's insta-making his moves, which is not a good sign, because I think he might have panicked a little, although this is the biggest, the highest scoring move that he could do. And maybe with even a potential actually to finish this city, drop a farmer, and also then connect to the field. Actually, this might even be the best move that he could do. Given that there was at least one city cap. Ernie again with some BGA issues. This is, yeah, it's kind of starting to get annoying. Okay, so no city cap for Lionel, but he does get the triple city. Now the question is, are there city caps? Not are there city caps? No, but are there road tiles? So can Lord Trooper go here, get a road tile, and get these extra 9 points and overrun the lower field? Because it would be his highest scoring. It would be his highest scoring sequence. Although there's also an alternative sequence. If there is like a regular curve, then he might just go here and like not do anything, and then with a curve take a 9-point field. Many errors indeed going on for BGA, and honestly, I think Lord Trooper might. I really hope he has refreshed the page and he is not again stuck watching Ernie's time go down. Matikari also also try to type in the chat. Oh wait, what is this? Is this unblockable? Is this an unblockable connection? Oh, it is absolutely not. But what was an unblockable connection was this, because there was a regular curve and a starting tile remaining. So if Lord Super just goes over here, adds 1 point to the city, and drops a farmer, he will he will get 9 points every single day. Ah, that is unfortunate, a miscalculation for Lord Trooper, which might have been caused by time pressure as a result of these BGA issues. But I don't think that actually getting to the field would have been enough. So it would have been like he now got 3+1. No, 3+3. Sorry. As opposed to 1+9. So he lost 4 points there, which I don't think will be enough. Oh, they didn't even take 4 points. Oh no. I mean, you are talking about Ernie, right? Like going over here, and and they didn't even take 4 points. Oh, that's sad. Still winning by 16 points though, but like, yeah, I mean, I mean, this site, man, they really gotta fix these issues. I mean, even though they have been ongoing now for the past, I don't know, at least a couple days minimum, like in their worst state. Like they really gotta fix it, man. It's really taking its toll on these tournaments, man. 2 times didn't take 4 points. That is yikes. Yeah, not really the prettiest of matches. This is with all the extra hassle from BGA. But the and well, I think also like I kind of do agree with Steven. Like with 600 rated players, I mean you should be able to do so. You should be able to do more accurate tile counting as well. Um, Especially when the Argentinian had like several extra minutes to figure out the the rest of the tiles. Like even like on the previous turns on his opponent's move, like you don't have to sit idle. Like you can actually do some tile counting on your opponent's moves, which should be done in order to save time. And well, it's also one way to avoid these unfortunate surprising scenarios where your time is getting burned for perhaps not by your own will. I was in a similar situation yesterday. It's not easy to play and count correctly. Even 2 times my tile changed during my turn. Yeah, just not really playable. Already contacted the BGA staff. Well, we certainly do. Oh my lord. Nice moves there. Let's refresh. Yeah, this looks better. Every game, man. Every game. This looks like more of a rule than an exception that there must be issues with every game. Ah, not good. Don't need Easter eggs or Christmas balls or Black Friday, one new game a day. We just need a stable website. Gotta agree with you there. Ernie going for the 2 points. Well, practically 1 point, giving a point of their own ruin to Lionel. Also making, actually, I don't really like this move because it also makes the square on the left as a potential attacking point to take over. They rather choose a city with a lot of with a lot of sweet shields, which is exactly what Lionel does. Also foregoes the option of taking back his meeple on the left for the sake of getting the attack going, which I rather like actually, given that you really do not you really wouldn't want red making this attack and then having to deal with it. I think um, a reasonable rule of thumb is that if you make a move and you can in your head convince yourself that you would not want your opponent to make this move, then it it's going to be at least a decent move most often. Ernie going for okay for an attack to the city of his own, which sure, why not? Does leave a 4-point road behind though, so maybe this tile is not the prettiest tile to make the attack with, but whatever. Has the credible threat here of grabbing two Doritos, which there are still 3 of each kind remaining in the deck, so decent chances of actually making the connection successfully. And he even gets to take the 4 points that he left behind, which is additional extra. Lord Trooper did have a chance to take those 4 points, but then he would have had to use the precious field crossroad onto here, as opposed to taking back their meeple, with what they decided to take 3 points and a meeple back, which for sure is very much worth the sacrifice. Lionel wakes a bit of a more, let's say, risky and a bit more valiant effort, I have to say. At least, well, certainly more interesting effort of finishing the city of Red and meepling the city cap himself, trying to get one of the 3 remaining field Doritos and to yet again overrun the city as he tried to do with the dagger. Funnily enough, he has used now both the Doritos in his quest of conquering the city. One to actually abort his mission in the first place, and the second one to start the mission again. Monastery for Ernie. Honestly, I am expecting it to go over here with a meeple to try and create the blocking platform, and if not a blocking platform, then just at least, just get some compensation from the monastery. And it does indeed happen, but Lord does get a defense with a farmer, I suppose, which does not come, but I think it would not have been bad. It's still doable at a later stage, sure. And the farmer can always be dropped when when the Dorito presents itself, or just now, which is fine. Uh, the field doesn't really have all that much room to grow straight up. It only has this green square and, well, I suppose this with some continuation tiles. But other than that, it's only really the road monastery that will be able to grow the field. Though it is not needed, as the Dorito hits the hand of Lionel, gets away with two of his meeples, gives back Ernie his 1 meeple, and gets a 20-point city and up on the scoreboard by 9 points. Now controlling a 9-point field and also controlling this ruin structure over here, with Ernie having a 6-point monastery and a vacant city cap at his disposal, which he will actually... Yeah, this was also an alternative move because all the daggers are now out. So this is a full block, which I can certainly understand of not going here or over here and just sacrificing a few points for the full block. Think it's certainly a decent move to do. Now, do we make another decent move? Do we go here? Do we stack monasteries? With actually all starting tiles still remaining in the game. So actually I would say that this is not that bad at all. Even though it kind of looks like it can be restricted very easily, but oh no 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 Lionel, no 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 huge mistake from Lionel as he gets the dream tile. Well, it was a dream tile a while ago, not so much anymore because the situation has changed. This meeple is blocked. I mean, there must be a miscalculation of daggers from Lionel, which again does not really reflect the 600 level because this map isn't even like full. It's like 20 tiles in. It's really easy to count all daggers. And now he has not only self-blocked willingly his second meeple, but he has also made the field bigger, which is a terrible idea to do when you are at a meeple disadvantage. It's a terrible thing to do, because he is now likely to lose the field, to lose the entire field. Is he gonna go for a second farmer? Yes, he is, and oh man. This does not look so pretty now. It does not look pretty at all for Ernie as of right now. Like, he is in the lead on the scoreboard, but he has one meeple blocked, two meeples blocked, technically 3, 4, and 5. Whereas Ernie has 3 meeples in hand, has live monasteries. This meeple gets out. And then he's going to be battling with 6 meeples against 2 tops for 30 tiles. He's gonna have enough time to even make a counter field if he so wants, or maybe just attack this main field in general with an absolute massive army of meeples. Oh boy. Would red, using the monastery to control both cities on the left, be better, and then limit blue field with a road on the top of monastery? So as in, going with this monastery over here, and then grabbing like a straight road, going over here and limiting this field to likely at 9 points. It's an idea, sure, yes. The fact that I mean, I do like this like a lot more, just because like this monastery is still like in a very good shape. Like, it's very difficult to block. And it doesn't really matter that we restrict the field, because when the field is already at 9 points and it has only one meeple, it's like just enough to justify that farmer already. And because we had the long-term Meeple advantage, we actually would like a large field fight if we can maintain the long-term Meeple advantage. And we have now been able to successfully do so very much. And this is going to be like a really good um, situation for Ernie. Let's actually refresh so that we can see what Ernie has done with his City Crossroad. Except that it seems to take a long while for us to do so. But we do finally get there. Although it looks like we might be having some issues with getting the tiles on the board by a BGA. Like yeah, like in principle, this move would also be fine. It would also then allow maybe the future attack of of this field and the future block of this city versus the monastery, which would be good for red. Yeah, good lord, this is not good. Yeah, BGA seems to have gone down apparently again. How nice is that? What happened in this situation? I believe, I mean, you know, just based on seeing this situation happen like multiple times now already, it's that well, basically this game would be then abandoned if BGA is now down and the players cannot continue this game, and they will be playing this match. Oh, they'll be finishing this match later on, continuing from the same match score at where they left at. So they would be playing like one more game at some point, but the match score would still be 1-1. So they would be just replaying the decider. Has CCL ever established what happens when the server goes down during a tournament game? There was a comment on from Sergei Zakarenko on Alexei's stream, uh, and in that he said, if I recall correctly, that it's that just like in general, it's really difficult to like apply like decent rules on those situations, and that basically that for this situation there are no particular rules made, I believe. Um, but considering that, I do believe that for those players and for those matches that have had this exact situation and who have just postponed their match for that exact reason and just played their remaining games later at a later date, then there has not been any like penalties or anything coming from the organizer's side. So I do believe that just replaying some of the games is gonna be the thing to do. And well, it seems like BGA is now, I don't know, maybe back. No, I mean because of this, I can't really really say for sure that it's actually back. I kind of doubt it. And actually, with the very unstable site now, like I was planning to make like a 5 hour stream or maybe even more this evening, covering like 5 separate matches, but like uh, it's gonna be really annoying if every match is gonna be like this for both me and for the viewers. It's not great, is it? Let's try to let's see if this site works. I have like no idea if the server status site is like also gonna be down when BGA is down, but it kind of looks like it because it's also like not loading. What if the server error um, happens in a clear winning situation? Does the rematch rule still apply? I do not know. I don't know. It has been said in the CCL rules that like at least for the settings, like you have to restart the game if you notice the game is being played with wrong settings, and there is still more than 60 tiles remaining. But if the game keeps going like if the players still keep playing with the wrong settings after after there are less than 60 tiles remaining, then the game is going to be played all the way until the end as a normal game. But like I mean that's the closest to the scenario that you are now mentioning, and that's also pretty far from that. So I don't really suppose you can apply that rule onto it. Like honestly, like I would assume that if there's like a clear winning situation and there's like nothing the other player can do, then then the win could be rewarded. But don't quote me on that. Like it's just something that Sergi would have to confirm. Okay, so I mean we have a few tiles played, but like yeah, the players are discussing as to like what they should do because they have both lost a lot of time on their clocks due to their BGA server issues. Um, and yeah, I don't believe that either of these players is really is that happy on the situation. And Lionel is indeed asking the question as is Ernie happy to play or to finish the match on another day or later today maybe when the servers are in a better shape. And I'm having difficult time imagining that Ernie would be saying anything but yes. But considering that his situation is pretty good, then I don't know. He might be saying no and just try to go with this one, which I don't think would be against the rules at least. Yeah, I mean, Ernie does want to continue. I think mostly because of his given situation. Because he has the edge at the moment, and like he's not wrong to do that. Like if you ask me, but it's gonna be a real rapid pace because Lionel only has under 2 minutes and Ernie a bit less than 5 minutes with still 20 tiles to go. Like, there really isn't much time to do any counting. So it's gonna be like a real rapid hunt for the rest of the game, I believe. But it does seem like we should be able to finish the game here. At least the Lionel is not really putting up a resistance in the chat, so we'll see. Okay, Ernie does get a defense going onto his monasteries, which still, I think, 3 regular curves remaining. Even goes for a new city, which how much do I like it? There are still 2 starting tiles which are needed over here. Actually, Ernie also needs the curves to go over here. He still needs to connect this guy. Well, maybe not even. Maybe he doesn't even need to bother, because this guy alone is 9 points, and the main field is at 12 points, so it's only a 3-point gain, given that he would be getting the regular curve as well. But yeah, well, if he manages to get, if he manages to finish the city with a starting tile and get 2 curves, then he should be doing all right. Should we go over here? Because there are no daggers. Wait, are there? Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there is one. Yeah, there's also one city crossroad, and this is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Going for the salvation of the monastery, but also leaving a 7-point road to grab for either player. Ernie does not draw a scoring tile for the road. Neither does Lord Trooper. Instead, Trooper goes for the attack on the ruin with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 3 tiles to fit here. Now only 2 as Ernie grabs one of them. There's still 2 triple cities. One with a field, one with a road. And Lord somehow, someway actually has, despite the rather horrendous position that I said he had like some time ago, he does have 10 points 10 points more on the scoreboard. He is now attacking the ruin. He has the oh, not me pulling the road. Oh, that's gotta hurt. 8 points left up for grabs for Ernie. With still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 crossroads remaining in the deck. Plus a road monastery. Plus a triple city with a road. No, this gotta be. I don't like leaving this road empty, but okay. I mean, at least it's a block. And at least at least Lionel indeed drew both of the starting tiles, which Ernie needed to finish the city, and now this city also being trapped at 2 points. Well, there is at least the curve that Ernie needs to connect this guy, which should be going over here to get any sort of value from this 0-point farmer as of right now. But it is actually kinda tough for Ernie. The situation has dramatically changed entirely, as we have equal monasteries, a +1 on these ruins here. We have +6 on the scoreboard for Lord Trooper, so +5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, +1 for red, and the fields are 15 to 9, so plus +5 for blue, +7 for blue, and then with the road, it's +2 blue, with Ernie getting his meeple back, but he still needs to like dodge both of the triple cities, which is a very, very tough road to ask, because even if he is to draw both of those, he cannot really score with those tiles, and it's gonna be a massive, massive issue. And Lord Trooper, there is the triple city, and now this means that there has to be an attack onto the field for sure, has to attack the field, has to attack the ruin, either one, to get any sort of big points, or this game is over. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points even on the ruin. Cannot attack the ruin, so that's off the limits. Has to somehow attack the field. And well, there is maybe one way to attack it. There is this one. And there is a triple city with a road. There might be. Oh no, not there. Is there not a. Oh my god. There was even a connection tile to the field with the road monastery. He could have attacked anywhere. Not that he like got it anyway, like he would have lost the coin flip, but like come on, he like Ernie was losing the game unless he goes for the big points, which he did not. He was losing too much because of this ruin. Oh no. Like just go here, you have 50-50 shot. There is no blocking tile with the triple city with the road. Like surely that would be winning. Or is there a chance that I don't... Yeah, with the 10-point difference, there's absolutely no chance that Ernie would be winning with the Road Monastery when he takes this city for just 1 point. But like, just imagine this. So like, Ernie gets the Road Monastery without having gone to the field. He gets like 3 points more. Lord Trooper gets 1 point less. So then that's still a 6-point losing game for Ernie. Whereas he had the 50-50 shot at getting to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like to an 18-point field, getting 18 points on his final 2 moves as opposed to 5 with the 50-50 shot. Like, this is the only shot at winning that he has. Like, but like, of course, provided that he can actually make that attack from anywhere, as long as he recognizes that there is the Road Monastery and the Triple City with the road remaining. But it does seem like with only 3 seconds on his clock, I do not think that Ernie had actually mapped out that there was indeed the Road Monastery remaining. Could have banked on getting the Road Monastery, yes, absolutely. But yeah, this is what happens when the PGA clocks, or when the PGA itself is and was causing so much time loss for both players. Trooper actually managed to do quite well with only 2 minutes on his clock, still leaving himself with 20 seconds as opposed to 3 of Ernie's. Like 2 minutes for 20 tiles, that's almost like instantaneous moves on every turn. Like that's like 12 seconds per turn for like 10 tiles? Like even less than that. It's 10 seconds per turn. Like you do not have time to calculate other than on Ernie's turns though. So maybe Ernie should have even acted a bit more quickly and put on some time pressure for Lord Trooper, or just like for Ernie, just map out the remaining tiles at like one particular turn, and uh, then find out the plan that he had for the game-winning moves, which he had all the way until the end as a 50-50 shot, but unfortunately failed to see it and failed to also draw the tile that he would have needed. So it does indeed look like Ernie will be out of the CCL qualifiers. He will not be playing in the main stage. Lord Trooper is going to be advancing in the losers bracket to the second round, and he'll be getting an opponent out of either from Kithara or either from Satoshi Kitamura or from Mateusz Boslevich. Just based on that, Nice Dicer lost his game in the upper quarterfinals, and he's marked here at the top side of the bracket, and for the lower for the losers bracket he's been transferred into the lower side. So it looks like the pairings are going like kind of in as a mirror image. Also, like here, Big Nacho being mirrored to be placed on the lower side of the bracket in the losers bracket, which is why I would certainly say that the incoming opponent of Lionel Muñoz will be one of these two, Kithara or MTU, which will be tough time for Lord Trooper, as Kithara has achieved quite a lot on his career. Also was the one of the Japan representees in this year's Individual World Championships, and Mateusz Boslevich just recently, like a day or two ago, first of all achieved the 800 elo mark threshold, and also went all the way up until at least 861 elo points before losing his win streak, which was seemingly quite massive. So MTU currently, I believe, he's certainly in the top 10 of the all-time highest ranked players in the world, but might even be in top 5. So if I'm third with 876, I don't actually know who else gets there other than Alexei Rapidrain, myself, and now Mateusz at 860 plus. Although there could very well be someone for sure. And of course, we are now talking about base game players, not from expansions. Yeah. For the next streams, then we are gonna be having this evening a kind of a marathon, which we certainly will try to execute if BGA lets us to do so in a a convenient enough manner. There will be, first of all, we will start with King Mau. Oh, whoa, this is big. King Maori versus Pritchie. Then we'll continue on to Shibose versus Bondi. From there with Thomas Check versus Napalm Eye, and Squalosloichi as the fourth match, and Lord Terrycloth versus Daniel Ayala will be the climax of the evening and for the weekend. So 5 matches if we are able to successfully cover all of them, which I assume we'll be able to cover at least partially all of them, just depending on how rapid or slow some of the matches are going to be. But that's gonna all be starting at 1700 UTC. Note that this 1900 is local time for me. So 1700 UTC will start an estimated 5-hour long stream, and we'll see what the fate of all of these players shall be at the end of this week. And that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in and sticking all the way until the end. If you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing, by liking the stream, or by leaving a comment on the stream if you are watching this afterwards, not live. I'll be seeing you all very soon, still tomorrow in about 3.5 hours from now, with the marathon stream of the rest of the CCL qualified games of this second week. Bye for now.